afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dame. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1. Once more on Fame will approach, though. We are back here. We shall be watching on one side here. RedxWings fighting for the Soviet Union, as he always seems to do. Fighting here for the Russians. Second Guards Tank Corps rolling ahead versus Fascist Lines, being held up here by Runtothesun of Germany. Of the 23rd Panzeraufklärungsabteilung. And he's going here, by the way, for several pioneers. Initially, interesting. Doctrines are Lend-Lease, shock rifle, and defensive tactics here for RedxWings, for Runtothesun, elite troops, mechanized assault, and spearhead doctrine. And he's going for lots of pioneers. Very interesting. Could be he might be skipping tier 1, that is the infantry company, and instead going for something of the like to mechanized company and sort of rush for that. That could definitely be a bit interesting. It's been some time since we've seen that attempted. Two companies here for RedxWings. Strafniki on the way. Ever his favorite unit in the infantry, it would seem. Securing territory rapidly ahead there. 3, and we as noting now 4 pioneer units here for Runtothesun. That's definitely quite a few pioneers there, and he's rapidly moving ahead, gaining a lot of territory compared to his opponent. RedxWings, on the other hand, of course, will have a bit more punching power thanks to those Strafniki. Then the pioneers will certainly struggle versus that. Fight for the red truck up north. Quickly taking up position here, so barbed wire to deny the red truck here. Bit of territory there secured as well. So far, we can then note, of course, that due to all of this, Runtothesun is gaining an awful lot of territory right off the bat compared to his opponent. That, of course, is quite neat to note. Securing territory left and right. He'll probably also soon have a munitions shed right beside fuel. Looks like he's taking up already. There's a noticeable fuel drop. And there we go, man. Secured the munitions, but I quickly forced off there. Did not have, well, the forces to hold it, obviously. That's going to be a bit the challenge here for Runtothesun to sort of quickly get things back up and actually actually defend the territory, because the pioneers really can't. So that's a bit the challenge here. We're noting more stuff. Need driving companies also rushing back into the field. Marching into the building there with the pioneers will struggle a bit further, and certainly by time for the infantry to save them. Of course, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Strafniki time from the north, and there we go. Pioneers pushed off the field. Fuel has been saved for the time being. There we go. Strafniki arriving, and there we go. The last pioneer unit going away. Like to make a mechanized company there being rushed up. Point here being secured. Slight victory point advantage there to Runtothesun already here versus RedxWings. Third unit there arriving. Whatever could it be going for? Could it be Panzer Grenadiers right off the bat here for Runtothesun so quickly? Or what could it possibly be? We see his fuel points here under harassment. Pioneers reinforcing. There's a fuel drop there, so it could be he's going for a scout car then, since he didn't have enough fuel for a half track. And so his scout car will then make a bit more sense out of the two. Pioneer assault here. Quickly crossing the street, forcing away the Strafniki there with their large sum of schmeisses. Strafniki, by the way, out in the open, but at this range, not going to take much damage. And there we go, there we go. 2-2-2-1, or 2-2-1 scout car. Fun for everyone. Next up, the Russians. In particular, since currently then, RedxWings will actually be somewhat vulnerable to it. He does not possess the capabilities of actually resisting this. So right here, Runtothesun could actually easily close in on the penal troops and knock them in. I mean, they don't have anti-tank grenades, so they would be very vulnerable to this. We do see mines have it sort of cover quickly better than the armoured car, but still, I mean, he could easily close in on them, done more damage, maybe even quickly force them off the field. But for some reason, he seems very intent on sort of engaging at range. I mean, they're not bad at range either, but generally, if you can get really close there with these scout cannons, you can really do a ton of damage and sort of wipe out units. So, and I can't help but feel that Runtothesun might be making some, or missing some opportunities. In particular, considering those rush for it, but of course at the same time, I mean, obviously, avoiding the road is not going to be a bad, in particular since RedxWings, of course, reacted to this rather sharply as much as possible. And of course, the question is, how will you further react to this? And now we're noting Panzer Grenadiers here for Runtothesun. More firepower there for him. And the Aufklärungsabteilung, or reconnaissance battalion, more or less.
Comrades, we have now our territory is falling into enemy
Strafnigge around to trouble to the Panis. The Panis actually managed to get Yuri there. And flamethrower there for the Strafnigge. Scout coming north, but they're already retreating. Instead, Martin Petrov going to the south of the Panis. That could soon be wiped out here for Runtothesun, which would certainly hurt him. And there we go, Tort. Minesweeper was up, obviously. Runtothesun, of course, expecting Mines to quickly slow down his initial scout car. Panzer Grenadier moving forward over the Sturmgewehrs. Commies are not going to last long there, and there we go. We do see them swiftly pulling back in the face of such spirited German counterattacks. There go larger infantry force moving in there, and that might be able to cause the Panzer then to absorb them, since they don't really have much covering cover here. And there you go, flanking up, good. Now the Panzer Grenadiers are in a slight bit of trouble. They're forced away off the field. Scout car rushing southwards. And again, note here, he's staying at range, but there you go, someone active around a bit closer. In fact, he pulls back, interesting and a bit odd. And overall, he's not getting, I would say, the full blessings out of the scout car through those maneuvers. Though, of course, that is merely my personal opinion. Of course, players can have sort of different approaches to it. But anyhow, I mean, when you're facing infantry, which you don't have to worry about anti-tank grenades about when you're using the 222, get close, get personal, get mean. Yes. So again, I mean, the autocannon itself has scatter, and the scatter quickly drops as you get much closer, which means you can really get a lot of damage out with it up close. So that is something to keep in mind there. We see an infantry company up there. 2 Panzer squads now here for Runtothesun. A lot more firepower. Certainly a bit rarer to see that many Panzer Grenadiers out on the field. And there you go, the Strafniki are quickly forced off the field. Up here again, he pulls back. He interesting enough again does not get close. Which again to my eyes does appear a bit peculiar. My eyes does he is. My eyes anyways. Either way, there you go, cover though vanished. Skalka further pulls back, he seems a bit nervous about this, and meanwhile we note here that RedxWings is going straight for the mechanized armor company, as he generally tends to do in his kind of strategy. He's like to get the SS-76 to try and deal with the scout car, not bad. Point, there's a secure, Panzer was arriving, could secure the southern field point. And up here, more losses are inflicted by the 222. Mind you, not all Panzer Grenadiers, by the way, equipped with assault rifles. In fact, they were generally equipped like a Grenadier squad, that is, with rifles and light machine guns. The difference generally tends to be they'd have a higher allocation of light machine guns. So, for example, a Panzer Grenadier squad would have 2 light machine guns. For example, it might also have some other better equipment here and there. So, little fun fact there. It were generally sort of smaller units that are equipped heavily with assault rifles, generally as part of, for example, the Panzer Brigades that saw such an equipping. There we go, Pioneers forced away.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Mines up there again, he's guarding his flanks as much as possible, and certainly also his terrain. There you go, veteran to increased accuracy, increased lethality. So far Runtothesun, that's otherwise holding up the map quite nicely, but he's not really doing as much damage I maybe would have hoped he'd do with such a scout cover. Also here, Grenadiers have arrived. A bit more regular infantry to sort of back things up. So far only one goes. We also see Mighty to cover the southern victory point. Good. Still some time before SS-76 to sort of save the day here versus the scout car, which would still be replaced by 1944 with a 250 variant, which also basically had the same gun, but basically was much better off-road, which was really the issue with the 221, 222. It was only really good on roads, which is a bit of a problem for a reconnaissance vehicle, in particular in Eastern Europe, where you can't always rely on the roads. Sure, in France it's alright, but Russia is not France. Bunker up there. smaller losses there. The communists holding up things surprisingly. There we go. Lend-Lease. Again, seems a bit of a personal favourite there for RedxWings. Scout coming in there. Duska on the way. And there we go. Finally gets close. We also see a bit more damage inflicted upon the Strafniki. But again, he pulls back. Again, he pulls back.
We have an isolated sector.
But soon the SS-6 will be here and cause more harm and grief
Standing by.
to Runtothesun. Probably no to Runtothesun by the way here. 2 Panzers, 1 Grenadiers, 3 Pioneers, still Pack 40 and the Scout Car.
We need some reconnaissance.
He could be taking up and soon be going for, I don't know, armour. Panzers here caught up a bit of a large flank, but I know, not really well supported it seems. And the retreat is up, well, quite painfully. Also getting light machine gun for the Grenadiers. Took a bit of a while there, think it might happen sooner. Lots of mines going there from RedxWings again to sort of cover flanks and the likes. SS-6 covering the centre. And there go engineers running into an awful lot of unpleasantries. And there we go, Scout coming on fire there from the light assault gun. Can he get out there in time? We're seeing Spearhead chosen. Spearhead barely getting his Scout car out of there. So now it's small to half tracks. Smoke, reconnaissance, fragmentation bombs, and Tigers. On engagement north here, Strafniki moving to the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers firing away their bravely with the lightest machine and gewehr. And there goes Strafniki forced off the field.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Point there secured.
We need orders.
And taking up here for Runtothesun.
We need some reconnaissance.
He could, if he wanted, consider maybe giving him a fuel point. He could also certainly consider maybe getting a mortar half-track for a bit of sort of light artillery that could also be mobile. Of course, also provide him with the incendiary bombardment to sort of maybe flush out the machine gun a bit more viciously. That's the thought anyways. Scoutco, those getting a lot more kills here. 13 closing on veterans free. Mountain's been cleared out there. RedxWings has gained back the field there after the overwhelming dominance there of Runtothesun Scout Car with the Panzer Grenadiers. Though again, I do feel like he never quite pushed it as much as he could have at times. Though certainly it also involved risk, and certainly there's a chance then, of course, that RedxWings could have knocked it out. So I mean, it's not obviously that clear cut as I might occasionally make it out like it is. But we do see some of the Panzers now being equipped with Puncher Strikes, adding their anti-tank firepower there, decreasing their anti-infantry firepower.
HQ has been upgraded. Medium armor and rocket artillery.
An interesting decision there, and there we go, it assaults in the full retreat as the penal troops arrive.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Bit close there, SS-6 rushes forward through the mud, and there we go. Scout Car takes one hell of a hit, but is able to swiftly get behind some trees for cover. Slow advance here using the building for reconnaissance, not really an effective infantry building there. Now in fact, Runtothesun is now the one with less territory and less of a sort of dominant presence, whereas we are seeing here that RedxWings are sort of crossing a forward and front. Getting ahead and knocking out a lot of the opposition. There we go. Not entirely sure what went wrong there for my tongue. Pioneers and Panthers moving forwards. And there we go, nice assault there from south side. The Scout Car does move in. Staying at range, they're getting close to eventually 3. Panthers there almost wiped out. And we see a mortar up here. Regular mortar, Granatenwerfer, not the 257. Which I might have think could have been an option. It would certainly have been interesting, but no. He went for the one that did not cost any fuel. No sign of support armor corps anytime soon. And up here another engagement. We do see here that no, he's getting so slowly bled out here, so that could actually backfire all of a sudden here quickly on RedxWings if he's not careful. We'll be noting a second SS-6, the first one by the way was gained. Veterans 1 very close to Veterans 2, that would be good for him, less good for
We are losing a sector.
Runtothesun. Bit of Rasmussen on the sides. He needs to regain the field quickly. And again, oh, there we go. Support McCall was going up. He still retained 3 Pioneers, by the way. Kick down rush there. And Scout Car veteran to 3 and ready once more for the fight. And soon a Panzer IV is an option. He could also get a Stug right now if he felt like it, though, of course. Or he might even go for an Ostwind if he feels a bit more cheeky. That will certainly have a lot more risks. But I imagine he's going to go for the Panzer IV, the safer choice. In particular, I think he's dealing with assault guns. In that case, the Panzer IV will be more eminently suited for sort of taking them on. Once it flanks them, the SS-6s won't have much choice. Whereas with the Stugs, they are going to run into problems with a pair of SS-6s. So in that case, a Panzer IV is a good choice. And there we go. Panzerkampfwagner is on the way. Panzer is expecting the Grenadiere. Quick geballte Ladung.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
In this case, though, not much of a bang, since it landed a bit too short. But a massive infantry force is out there towards the north. Quick counterattack being spearheaded there by the scout car. More infantry could be needed. Panzer IV could also soon turn things around.
Enemy forces are
There you go, fuel point under attack.
territory.
Scout car arriving slowly, but surely Panzer is covering the flank in case the SS-6 moves in which case they could pop a pair of rockets in. There you go. Strafniki suffering heavily. The veterans of the scout car really proving its lethality now, quickly tearing through their health and cutting them down. And there goes 6 moving forward. Cut the Panzer's ambush. There we go. Fire frei, Jürgen. Could see him lose it there. Panzer IV could also join in. And there you go, right between the houses. This could be bad. There we go. Rocket straight through the tailpipe. And that knocks it out quite solidly. Scout car continues the killing. And again, veteran free. It is absolutely mean. 21 kills now. Veteran free. Coming to the little troubles with the Panzer IV rolls forward. Pinchmount machine gun on the way as well. Quick barraging, and poor Jürgen goes down. And now the punishment might be increasing upon the shoulders of RedxWings. His SS-6 in trouble from the Panzer IV. And there we go, both assault guns knocked out here in rapid succession by Runtothesun's eminently executed counterattack. Taking advantage of one bad move here with the unescorted assault gun. Panzer was quickly cleared that out. And then the other one's also unescorted. I mean, you have to be careful with the assault guns like that, in particular the SS-6. They are very much in need of infantry to screen for them. Got the M4C showing it. And by screen, by the way, I mean you basically have infantry sort of acting as a shield, if you will. Basically ensuring they are the eyes and ears, ensuring that nothing just sort of sneaks up upon your assault guns, and that way clears them up quickly, like we saw here in that case. If they had infantry nearby, he might have, been able to keep the Panzer goes back, or at least had some time to get the SS-6 out of there. So little fault there. Dusk machine gun in trouble here. Panzer IV moving up. Might want to support it with a Pak 40, and there we go. Granatenwerfer veterans who won. Strafniki attacking, of course, a broad front. We've got the Lend-Lease Sherman there around the M4C with the 76 moving the gun. Building about to collapse. Very close to collapse, in fact. 22 kills. That 222 is definitely doing quite good work. Panini wiped out. South position here, seeing the Sherman engage with a large interval coming in there. Strafniki with engineers. RedxWings are attacking across a bit of a broader front there, so to make it a bit difficult for Runtothesun sort of keep everything going. Did manage to Panzerfaust there on the Sherman, but the engineers will quickly fix that.
You now have Tiger tanks at your command.
Tiger tanks available. He could go for that, though. If he is, he might consider fuel cache at the very least to support that.
Ready for orders.
Panzer IV moving ahead, slowly but surely. Unsupported though. Ignores the Sherman, and there we go. Good shot there. Pak 40 firing though. And he's quick to block behind the building, ignoring, well, showing the Pak 40 can't fire at that. Close there again though, but not quite. North sees another large advance here. The Scout car is definitely going to have its challenge trying to stop all that. It might need the infantry to sort of assist here. Quite a few shots going off there. A large wave assault. Are getting more kills there, more kills. Panzer sneaking up here, and the engineers could go down. Good job there. Gunneries are arriving. And there goes German counter-attack here versus the Panzers. The Panzers are going to fall back. Panzer force shifting forwards, northwards. Quite some heavy engagement, but he leaves the southern anti-tank gun a bit unguarded there. Not a good move. Pulling back here. Actually, time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Run to the Sun sort of man sort of push back his opponent once more after sort of, you know, being forced back here by RedxWings initially. Territorially and damage-wise, we know here that Run to the Sun so far in the lead. Damage-wise, kill-wise, decent lead there. Not looking too good for RedxWings. He's rather scattered out. He's lost several assault guns. He still got his infantry, though in that regard he's still got sort of raw infantry advantage. He's all got the heavy machine gun, but certainly a few things lacking. He's got one tank here versus a Pak 40 and a Panzer 4. And there's certainly every indicator here currently that Run to the Sun might be aiming for a Tiger tank as well. So the challenge is definitely on the RedxWings' shoulders at the moment. As for what things Run to the Sun could consider would be mines, you know, covering sort of the main roads, minefields covering some of the more flanking points, and that would be a good movement. He's going for the Tiger. A fuel cache would certainly help towards that. A bit more aggressive harassment or counter-harassment with the scout cover versus RedxWings troops could also do him quite a bit of good. You know, try to keep draining the infantry of RedxWings, make it difficult for him to sort of stage a counter-attack of any large assault. And if he is going for a Tiger, again, fuel cache, so partly so he can get it fast, but also quickly get something else to support it. Since he is fighting versus the Russians, there's every chance he might suddenly find himself overwhelmed by numbers, in which case, of course, the Tiger could be in a bit of trouble if RedxWings plays his cards correctly. As for RedxWings, things are looking a bit more tricky. He's clearly aiming for knowledge. You consider an airdrop to get more fuel, so he can quickly get in a second Sherman. He's already got one fuel cache, though. I mean, he's clearly been thinking ahead here. That's good. He might want to consider getting a second one to sort of help speed up that. As a small thought there. I don't really think this situation currently calls for the M5 half-track assault group here, and considering the overall forces arrayed against. So, I mean, quickly going for that, or again, fuel cache or fuel drop, and then going for an H85 could also work out. Versus the armor, H-16s I suppose could also work, but I think he should begin maybe preparing for crueler warfare and considering what he's going up against. So, more Shermans or maybe an H-85, but no, the Sherman and H-85 would also be a good combo. So, I mean, that's also a definite option right there for him. But he should definitely sort of work towards getting more fuel right now, either fuel caches or maybe a quick fuel drop. But, anyways, back to the fight here. Otherwise, I mean, they're both sort of aggressively harassing on flanked and attacking now. I mean, it's not just sort of head-on engagements, they're not just bashing the head towards the wall. And there we go. You, in fact, here have a fuel drop going in there. Panzer 4 striking here. Panzer suppressed, by the way. Not retreating. Panzer 4 needs to get out of there, by the way. Not doing well with the Sherman there. And he lost it. Panzer 4 step. Panzers need to retreat. They need to retreat. They're pinned down, and as long as they're still under fire, by the way, they will not get, you know, unsuppressed. There you go. Down to one man. Schnell, too late, and he got them wiped out. That was definitely a bit of a sad decision there by Run to the Sun. Not only did he lose his Panzer 4, he also lost his veteran Panzer gunners with Panzerschrecks. That's a heavy blow because he lost a piece of armor, which was integral, but also the Panzer Grenadiers, which also means an infantry squad is lost. Now all of a sudden he's got a much smaller force, and all of a sudden RedxWings got the noticeably bigger force. We can help him attack from sort of different angles. And of course, there's no mine to slow down the assault. So the question is, how will Run to the Sun react to this certain change in range? They're going to this, what will get wiped out. Panzer is fighting, but they need to get out of this. We're getting overwhelmed again. Raw numbers here coming in from RedxWings. Mortar rounds going down. And again, he's not closing in with that scout cannon. Good lord, he's getting close there to 30 kills on that scout cannon. That is definitely one hell of a reconnaissance crew. Assisting the enemy in finding a way to hell.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Good turn, again, he's very much setting up for the Tiger. Go 30 kills, Sherman moving in. Oh, and the scout car went down. No target weak on that. Veteran 2, by the way, for the Sherman. That veteran 3 scout car provided it with a ton of experience.
We are losing territory.
There we go, securing the fuel. Second Sherman arriving. And the other one is veteran 2, which means it's definitely a lot meaner. with the better targeting, which means something leads to better turret rotation, but also higher rate of fire. Strafniki dead. But still, in fact, he's got a 5th unit. He's really sort of pushing the infantry advantage now versus Runtothesun. He is definitely not trying to play with that scout car gone. So, I mean, once he gets the target, he needs to be seriously cautious with it, properly support it, and not get reckless. There you go. He's got the resources.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
And there we go. A nearby Schwerer Panzerabteilung has volunteered one of its Tigers.
You have done what you were told. Good. Flamethrower standing by.
Tiger force forward. First shot fired and rather failed to find its target. And the Panzers have been upgraded with the Panzer 6 now. Interesting, interesting. Looks like someone got hit by a stray mortar round. But Runtothesun territory is looking a lot less healthy. Tiger shoots and misses.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And the question is, how will Runtothesun try to really get himself out of this mess? He definitely should consider getting more infantry to replace the losses he suffered. But also help to maybe keep the flanks a bit clear. And there you go, Sherman flanks in from the south. Going straight for the support teams. Good little raid there by RedxWings. Might even join the Sherman into some kind of pre-prepared trap. Well, the Tiger, I mean. It's Sherman. Silly me. Bit of a sort of horde assault train to an MG42, not the wide side infantry with a mortar nearby and a veteran mortar crew at that. That's definitely begging for some heavy losses to be inflicted. And we're seeing a CoH2 now being added, some rocket artillery. That's definitely going to make things more difficult here for Runtothesun. They're being secured. Tiger, surprisingly enough, not managed a single kill yet. That's a bit impressive and a bit unfortunate there for Runtothesun. And now the rocket artillery has arrived here to assist the assault. Wow, that Tiger is just not having any of it today. Oh, there we go, finally got a kill. Took it long enough. And more pioneers are arriving.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Messenger towards Tiger and advanced. Tiger moving in to stop it. Ooh, got another kill. Yay. Another kill. And there you go, CoH2 barrels are going in here on the mortar precision, it would seem. Bits of, I don't know, flying across the battlefield. MG42 crew cleared out. That was definitely bad news right there for Runtothesun. You can't really afford to lose a heavy machine gun right now. He needs to quickly counterattack and hope the Russians have made off with his MG42. And a grenadier squad there wiped out. Looks like it was a freshly trained unit, though, so you didn't lose something like the veteran free guns. Well, that machine gun, that would have been catastrophic. Tigers having limited success here today. Only at 6 kills, despite having so many targets. Come on, Dieter. Satchel charge on the infantry. And he wrecks the MG42, ensuring the fascists have none of that anymore.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Another small kill there for the Tiger. Infantry getting close here. And he's popping a satchel charge on the Tiger straight beneath it. He's not moving. He's not moving. damage there to the Tiger. Well done, improvised anti-tank charge. Man, we're off there. He's really insisting on trying to get that Stravniki unit, but looks like they will escape for this time. Also interesting to note here, by the way, he has not engaged the Tiger whatsoever with the Shermans, but looks like he might be doing, but takes the Tiger straight into the arm fire of the back 40. Panther as well, he could lose a Sherman. Popping smoke here on the Tiger. And there we go. Sherman kaput. We could see the other Sherman in trouble as well. Panther fast could go off, damage the engine, but no. Looks like there weren't any orders to it anyways. Target weak point is still an option, but no. Looks like it makes a way nonetheless. Right here, Run to the Sun missed a brilliant opportunity to actually get that Sherman. Had he simply... Ow! Good lord! Strike there from the Katyusha wipes out another infantry unit there. The Grenadiers got wiped out. The Pack 40 got cleared out as well. That Katyusha crew is possessed by the spirit of socialism. And there we go. He's popping satchel charge 149 weapons to the German army. Absolutely crashing blows inflicted by RedxWings. Absolutely crashing blows. He's still got the Tiger, but the difficulty of this has certainly increased, but seems like Run to the Sun is still in this fight. He's still got the Tiger, so he's still got victory in his sights, it would seem. But it's definitely not going to be easy. Not with what little he has left. Quickly pulling up another pack by the looks of it. Yes, indeed. More mines going up here for RedxWings. Good, good.
Yes, comrade. The sector is secure. I have the men ready.
It's going to take a bit of a while here to repair the tank, particularly since he pulled off one of his pioneer squads away from it to secure some territory. You should get them back to repairing the Tiger as soon as possible, so get back in the fight as soon as possible. You should also consider some more infantry. And there got another Sherman hit arriving. More mines here. RedxWings being very thorough. Back here to Run to the Sun.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Ooh, Sherman there coming in an attack from the Panzers. Need to get into cover though. Out in the open there, they are easy targets. More rockets strike down the German base. More pioneers getting lost. We could get the fuel cache, but I fear it might be a bit too late here. Full Run to the Sun to sort of further really sort of knock it out of the fight. But I suppose anything counts at this stage of the fight. Still only using one pioneer to repair the Tiger. That's going to take some time before it's fully ready to sort of join the fight and once more strike back at the Russians. More mines up there. Good, good. Fresh Grenadiers. There we go. Tiger responds to the assault. What are they doing over there?
Enemy forces are
Basically lying down a,
territory.
well, basically a ring of mines. It's all sort of particular juncture to catch a Tiger in any sort of attempt at a breakthrough. Very mean stuff there by RedxWings. Very clever. Nice hit from the Tiger there. 28 kills now on the Tiger. Doing better now. Doing better. A bit more vicious. A bit more mean.
We have 200 points remaining.
Again, another infantry assault there. Tiger responds slowly. Grenadiers encountering rather large issues there to the north. He could be saving up, I suppose, for a fragmentation bombard, so he should get more weapons for his Grenadiers and light machine guns. And more infantry. Lots more infantry. He should also consider actually a Panzer IV to support his Tiger, or a flak Panzer to help deal with the infantry. And another unit wiped out.
sector has been cut off.
Another Katyusha barrage there. RedxWings is taking no chances. And the Tiger's base sort of forced to rush to point from wherever things are looking bad here for Runtothesun at the moment. Basically acting like a fire brigade with limited success. Since due to all the infantry that Runtothesun is currently possessing, he basically attack from several points at the same time. He can much more easily sort of contain Runtothesun. Of course, Runtothesun basically can't keep up sort of sufficient force for any of his attacks. Nice hit there though. He's closing in on RedxWings too. That would be good for him. That would mean increased range and of course increased scatter.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
40 kills. Gutes Arbeit. Dieter, your fine team to have learned it. Getting some infantry back here. Victory points beginning to look less good. I mean, he had a strong position initially, but again, I mean, at the current way sort of he's played, he's rather sort of lost that lead. Close shot there. Closing in there on the second level of veterancy. Fighting over the centre. Bomb grenade should probably go down, or a fragmentation bombing run to sort of catch the infantry, maybe. Not about it, Ladung. There you go, cancelled. Tiger moving in instead. You really should consider light machine guns for the Grenadiers to sort of help them versus the enemy armour. And again, note here, I mean, he's not really pushing in the Shermans, he's just keeping sort of covering the flanks, dealing with some infantry here and there, but he's basically, well, he's not engaging the Tiger directly, he's not feeling confident, it would seem. Otherwise, I mean, part of me sort of thinks he could do it because he could probably flank from sides. Of course, the Pack 40 is set up to actually cover that, so it's obviously not a straightforward step, but there you go. Sherman's basically just dealing with any sort of issues on the flanks. And otherwise, you know, he's just basically sort of running infantry and he knows the Tiger can't, you know, kill them fast enough, it seems. At least he feels like that. But again, you know, he pushes here, then RedxWings pushes somewhere else, forcing him to pull back the Tiger. I mean, it's basically the Eastern Front on a miniature level, if you will. And basically, Runtothesun can't be everywhere at the same time. And that's really what that earlier Panzer IV really has cost him, plus those Panzers. He's basically lost the sort of sufficient force to maintain a presence on the field, and he really hasn't been able to sort of strike the Tiger due to the large amount of infantry that RedxWings has. There we go, veterans to increase range, decrease scatter. Now things are going to actually be more dangerous here for the enemy infantry. Much more dangerous. "51 kills there.
We must stiffen our resolve. We are down to 75 points.
53, 75 points left. There's faster than that. Getting a Panzer IV to support the Tiger took him long enough. At this stage, he might have been better off just getting several Stooks to sort of back it up. I mean, they'd have the range to stay behind it. They'd also have larger amounts of firepower to provide it with support. That way he could sort of overwhelm enemy armor or infantry. But he needs to be careful. He's trying around with all those mines about. Now he's abandoning things here. Panzer IV, those arriving. Bundle grenade. Now failed to make much of an impression there. He needs to get some minesweepers. There we go, Engineer Unit finally down. I think that was one of the few infantry swipes he actually got this match. That's actually been a bit of a troubling thing for him. He hasn't really been able to sort of wipe, particularly the Strafniki have been able to be sufficiently and heavily resilient.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank.
Oh, he demo charge wiped out his Pack 40. The losses just keep piling on here for Runtothesun. Penal 2's moving ahead.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Satchel charge again on it, and he's not moving again. And there we go. Heavy damage to the Tiger. Now Sherman's flanking in. He needs to blitz. Blitz. Needs to get some range there between them. Panzer's flying. He needs also to get some Panzer. Blitz. No. Sherman attacking from the north as well. Panther 4 covering, but the Tiger's exposing its rear. Blitz. Ah, scheisse. He lost the Tiger. And there you go, Veteran 3 for the Sherman. And there you go, Runtothesun surrenders. Surrenders. Game over or loss for Germany. A victory for the Soviet Union. A bit of an interesting fight here again. We saw some nice, aggressive, interesting play there from Runtothesun. It sort of petered out sort of mid-game because he lost some rather vital units. While at the same time he hadn't been able to sort of actually inflict some serious casualties upon his opponent. That's also important. He never sort of really wiped any squad seriously. He lost some SS-76s here and there, but they're reasonably cheap enough to not really matter. So, when the armor came, and also there was still a lot of infantry, Runtothesun was basically contained heavily, and he kept sort of reacting with his Tiger instead of trying to sort of push forward, so that was definitely a problem there, and he constantly lacked the infantry and the support with him to sort of maintain territory as well. So in that regard, by that point, RedxWings basically was a straitjacket, sort of slowly tightening around and suffocating Runtothesun. So, I mean, there were some issues there. I also think, you know, again, considering how he rushed for the scout car, he never really sort of took full advantage of it. He never played to its full strength. I mean, I think that was actually also another issue there a bit for Runtothesun. And I also have to question if this was actually the right doctrine to go for. I mean, he went spearhead, but only went basically for the smoke and the Tiger. Question if he not benefit either from elite troops, which would have given him smoke also, but maybe some upgrades for his infantry, which could make them a bit more potent with grenades and lights, or mechanized assault. I mean, he could have assault guns to sort of help clear up the troops close up. He could have had, you know, Stugis to help also with the infantry. In fact, the Stugis would probably help him quite a bit there. And a part of me would also said he probably should have gone again for them Stugs to support that Tiger, and they would have preferred it, you know, sufficient firepower, while the Tiger would absorb the hits. The Stugs would sort of just provide volumes of fire for it to sort of clear out the infantry quickly, also force the armor away. And there was certainly also that mistake here with the first time with the Veteran 2 Sherman there. I think that also hurt him quite a bit. So in that regard, there were some issues there for Runtothesun, some mistakes here and there, which rather gave RedxWings again sort of the strategic advantage. And RedxWings knew how to hold on to it. And he was completely calm. He knew, okay, there's a Tiger, but I don't have to worry about it. It can only be one place at a time. And once he moves it to somewhere else, I strike him where he has to defend, pulling back the Tiger. I mean, that was really well executed right there by RedxWings. Solid execution. I mean, he knew the situation, and he knew how to sort of play it to its best. So very well done there by RedxWings. Very well done there by RedxWings. Although he made some mistakes at the SS-6s, he was able to turn around, and the CoH2 was also a good measure again, sort of crushing in the attempt of sort of building up defense there by Runtothesun. So, I mean, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you some ideas for your matches. Maybe helped you solve some problems you had. Who knows? If you did, you know, feel free to subscribe, tell your friends, share with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay on, provide some feedback in the comments section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers, and thank you all for watching. Bye.